good. Good enough, that is. All right. Coffee freshly poured. Oh boy. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk. We're going to slowly walk. No, we're gonna trot. La, 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 ho, ho, ho. Trot, trot, trot. Well, I'm on timing right now. So just a reminder for folks, it's a new month. Hey, we made it. Somehow we got to May. And Trading Post stuff is out. I am rocking not a turtle suit or a Ninja Turtles. Okay, it's kind of. So I'm like, okay, so I don't have like, I'm not an orc. So the next best thing is to like do like this kind of weird Murloc fusion thingamajig, but then have everything else. So I have like an old shield from Burning Crusade, and then I have everything else. So yeah, so now I feel cool. Now I'm a true paladin. Woo, paladin. So if everyone's doing well, it's a Thursday, last stream day of the week for me. But also, you know, let's see, like, how are you guys doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Did you get any cool stuff, any cool drops? I didn't. I did not, but I did manage to get some keys in yesterday, as promised, to myself mostly. And I'm close to KSM, and then I might just stop, like I usually do. I mean, it feels like keys have felt way more accessible than before, and that's cool. That's awesome. That's great. It's more for accessibility, right? Because the game just, you know, because stuff was not nerfed, but stuff was tuned in such a way that, hey, you know, more people can get to their goals and stuff. And so it's kind of funny. It's not exactly the same thing, but it's just kind of funny that when yesterday's post came out, you know, a lot of folks were supportive of it. They're like, dude, this is awesome. This is great for the game. Rotation assists, stuff like that, built into the game. And, you know, it's not like these things aren't already in the game in the form of add-ons. But then you have, you know, I'm seeing other comments being like, oh, this is dumbing down the game. This is going to ruin the game, and players are going to get dumber, and so on and so forth. And, you know, these are coming from people who, you know, obviously won't use this tool. Maybe. I guess the question is, like, will they? Like, because they seem to, you know, it's only been a day, and people tend to react strongly to news as opposed to, like, the reality of things. And so I wonder, like, you know, once this gets into people's hands and once we test it out, or hell, once it goes live, you know, just like most anything else, people are going to just kind of shut up and do their thing. Here, let me move this guy just a little bit. Yeah. I have to adjust a little bit whenever I sit down and do another recording, or do like sit down recordings, and oh well, whatever. And I'm trying to figure out like lighting. Oh man, I spent most of yesterday just trying to figure out why my video quality on, you know, why my video quality is just bad. And I think it's mostly because of the lighting. I think I just don't have enough. I guess it's my fault, because I decided to have like black panels behind me, and maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea because of lighting stuff. So I might need to get like some track lights or something like that and have it shine like back there a little bit, or get something like that and just get like another one. I mean, I have another one. Maybe I can just put it up, and you know, we'll see how I feel about it. Or to get some other lighting solution that will just kind of illuminate the back there, because I like these boards. And, you know, now that I bought like 5 or 6 cases of these, and that was like kind of, you know, that was money, and I don't want to feel like I wasted it. But yeah, I should have gotten brighter boards. Oh well. I thought about getting like, you know, like LEDs or something like that back there, but then I was like, oh, that feels like kind of tacky, and I'm not fond of that. So I think I'm just gonna mount some overhead track lighting that y'all can't see. Just gonna shine back there. But yeah, that's gonna have to wait till like later. Anyway, let me read chat and say hi to people. What is up to Arcadius is the first person to say hi. Hey, you get a point. Woo. Yeah, and then who else we got? We got Peter and Cathole. We got Darth and Fel. What's up, dude? What's up, Oni? To Struth. Is it S-Truth or Struth? Let's go with Struth. What's up to Thunder Positive and Caslandra, to Robin, to Elrithier, to Buzz, and to the rest of y'all, the beautiful digital smiling faces who are going to be joining us throughout the day. What's up, Snee? It's going to be another like normal length stream. I'm going to be on for a couple hours. For those of you who are still pushing to get the Busby pet, Bisbee, the pet. Feel free to hang out. Make sure you claim it. Don't forget. Get an industrial strength LCD lamp. That way you can also work on your tan inside. I do have one. I will not use it, but I do have like one of those. Okay, it's not mine. I think it's my sister's, though. She used it for something. One of those. It has like this whole mount and stand and 4 big old LED things. It's probably not like the shit you see on construction sites, but it's pretty intense. I'm like, damn girl, what you need that for? She's like, yeah, I went too far. But then she just kept it. All right, let me read chat. Let's read stuff. Probably could have done a 10 considering the 8 that we did. Yeah, we had plenty of time, right? We had plenty of time. I think if Mac had just like upped the deeps a little bit more, then we would have been in a good spot. But oh well. Yeah, I could probably wait. So 10s are 10s portals? I think 10s are portals. I'm not sure. Rotation helper reminds me a lot of the racing line in sim racing. It should be helpful, but never optimal. I mean, it's like the way that I'm looking at it, or at least the way that I'm projecting it to folks. It just looks like a great way to start learning. To kind of get an idea of how your class feels, because there are definitely those of us who have alts, but like they're not as interested in rolling new characters like from scratch. They just want to be like, oh, let me take this level 70, bring it up to 80, and then hey, cool. But then they get into it and it's been like, a year or two, and you're like, what do I do? Yeah, so getting something like that would help, as opposed to, step 1, look at the guide, go online, and do what the guide writer tells you. In this case, it's more like just kind of this hands-on. Okay, here's how it looks, here's how it flows, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. And then you, the player, may start dragging stuff onto bars and all that stuff, and then you'll use not the one button thing, but you use the assist helper to have things light up for you, and that would help out too. And then once you feel comfortable, then you turn that out. Then you just turn it off. That's it. So, yeah, I think it's hella cool. Don't you want 2,500 for the mount and the upgraded cosmetic armor? Oh, and the mount at 3K. Mounts I don't care about. I mean, I thought 2,000 gave you a mount, right? Isn't KSM 2,000? Or did it go up? As for the upgraded cosmetic armor, I think that one, I forgot what rating you need for that one, but then that's something I can eventually get from like Mythic rating. So I'll just wait until that's legacy mode. That would be it. Would have got the fox and raccoon mog, but they put the upper part of the boot on the pants, and well, I can't mog much like that. I got it. I think the cloak and helmet are just cool though. I think that's enough almost. It's a great day for my 7th and 8th alts for heroics and delves. Some soft lighting in the background would be good. Yeah. So I'm thinking overhead lighting, something that is something fairly intense enough to hit all that stuff and light it up. Because it's weird. Like I was looking at the recording. I'm like, okay, this looks good. I look good, but then I look at the background and it's like super pixelated because of the way that Adobe like encodes the video, and then that's followed by YouTube doing it some more, and I'm like, oh, this does not look great. Maybe put a thin LED strip to put behind the photos that light the wall and the other edges of the photos a bit. That feels intense. That feels intense, and it only really would cover like those small areas. So the first thing that I want to do is going to be to like you know, do some overhead. I'm going to try overhead lighting first. Like LED strips, they're cheaper and they're easier to put up, but I don't think it's going to illuminate the way that I want it to. Let's see. Good morning from Walnut Creek. Ooh, man, I haven't been there in years. Why did I go to Walnut Creek? I used to do presentations to like hawk goods. You know how some people will go like kind of not exactly door to door, but they would be, you know, yeah, I would sell random shit. And I remember I went to Walnut Creek. There's a Walnut Creek office that I went to for like, I don't know why, to pick up supplies or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do, let's do some Children's Week stuff because I have not. We're going to the Weaver's Lair. Sure, buddy. Yeah, let's go to the frickin'. Let's go to the underground. I mean, this Destin kid, he should be like kind of traumatized though, right? Oh well. Like when you look at someone who's uttered a factual statement, you look at them and from saying truth. Oh yeah, based on how much it bothered, we may not have timed it, but we could have at least have done 10 times is portal. 10 should be portal. 13 is the mount. Okay, 13 is the mount. Oh, so you gotta be good. You gotta be pretty darn good then. Okay, so take Destin to the oh, I'm going up here, right? Yeah. All right, dude. Oh, I should have just went to Dornival and just like hopped over. All right. Children's Week stuff, you don't even fight, do you? Because I think I'm gonna have to do this quest twice for the Horde Shield and then the Alliance Shield. So I think I'll have to do like both. I think I can swing that. And you ain't a bother, fell. You've been helpful. You know, you've been a good guide to get me through some of the stuff. Pointing out shortcuts and tips and all that stuff. You're like a video, but live. Yay! All right, so let's call our buddy Argent Gruntling round 2. All right, address the Weaver now. Oh, maybe I need to do that thing where I approach again. Oh no, okay, he's doing his RP thing now. Although I lost him. Where'd he go? Yo. Oh, he's like scared. Poor guy. How long was at the restaurant today doing some construction? It was a hot day with that lamp. I now finally understand how chicken and grill is. Tensor portals and myth stuff in the vault. That, you know, it would have been cool to get like a myth piece of gear, but knowing me, it would be like doo-doo. It would be the worst. Okay, so now we're going to talk to Widow person. Wait. No, that's not it. Talk with Widow Araknai. Oh, I talked to her. Okay. Yeah, don't be scared, buddy. One button thing is similar to GSE. Gnome, Sequence. I forgot the whole name. But Gnomish, Sequencer, etc. Whatever. Doesn't make you competitive to top-end raiders, etc. It does help you, does help those of us with limited mobility. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. You know, folks that just don't have the physical dexterity because, you know, of a disability or ailment or whatever, and they just can't mash every, you know, all sorts of keys and all that stuff, and maybe they don't want to buy like some expensive ass mouse. You know, maybe this is just one way to do it. So just having more of the accessibility is better. And the negative effects that people are trying to point out, it's not going to affect them because they're not, you know, chances are really good that these people are not going to play with you anyway. So, you know, people, I saw a couple comments, people are going as far as saying like, they need to make an add-on that lets me detect who's using it so I can make sure, you know, they don't join my groups and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, get over yourself. You're doing threes. Like, get out, man. I don't play all too often, but I started playing more recently to get cosmetics and stuff because then you could look at login screens, so the rotation helper would actually be good. Yeah, for someone like me, like I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna use it in the sense that, yeah, I'll use it on alts because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on other classes, but I don't do alts, so you know, I'm also not going to use it. And whatever, dude. That's it. That's all that matters. You know, I think some gamers, they look at the game, they look at WoW or whatever, and they look and they're like, hey, we're going to introduce something new, and they expect it to be for them. How does this benefit me? What do I get out of it? Oh, it's not something I can use? Literally worthless, waste of dev time, could have went to something that I care about, and those other people, they're not even people, you know? So maybe I took that a step too far, maybe not. I feel like leveling's too quick these days. I got a character from 47 to 70 in 2 hours of gameplay. I barely finished a zone. I saw some comments where they were saying, because I was saying in that video, in my commentary, you know, like the one button assist, I don't know how effective it's going to feel while leveling, because a lot of times you're just kind of like two-shotting things anyway. And I got a few replies from that. You know, some folks are saying, nah, dude, like, you know, people who don't have heirlooms or whatnot, like, you know, they'll need that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, because the way things are now, you know, because the world scales with you, you know, unless you wander off really far, you're not going to run into an instance where, like, oh, I'm in the wrong zone, or I'm in a place where like the levels are too high or whatever. It's harder to do that these days, because of the level scaling and everything. So and I don't know what the solve is. I think that's a different thing, a different thing that's happening. You know, when Holly Longdale said many moons ago in some blog post, hey, we want to work on the leveling experience at some point. You know, this is one small part of it, but I'm gonna be curious, like, what they do, you know, the grander things that they do on that front, because I feel like that's not really a concern, but just something that'll make the one button feature not feel as great. But then we're not even sure 100% if it's going to work with leveling at all. Maybe it won't, because they didn't say one way or another. So we might find out today. Hey, there might be patch stuff. We might get a playable build for all we know. So that'd be kind of cool. Let me get caught up with chat. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. You can't have all portals and not have 2500. Track lights on the ceiling. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do, Struth. Like, I'm not going to do any extensive build. I'm just going to get one of those plug-in track lights, and then just, like, you know, boop, it's above me, you can't see it, and then I'm going to extend it down. Like, here's a wall, extend it down, there's a free outlet, that's it. You know, something really simple. Backlash I didn't have about the mob foreman. What are we raging against this time? What are we raging against? I don't know. But there are folks that aren't happy about the whole rotation assist thing. It's like, oh, you know, waste of dev time, etc., etc., etc. All right, so I need to speak to Silk Singer. Oh, this person who's I'm already standing next to. Ooh, would I like to try weaving? Yes. Is it untangling? Yeah, best game. I'm easy to please, man. Yeah. Just once? No, more. Oh, man. Okay, that's a little disappointing. I was really hoping to do like a bunch more. Okay, take them to meet an ascended. An ascended. Do you mean, like, aren't these guys ascended? Oh, they just walked up to me. Okay. and then go back to the widow. Okay, so I guess we're just meeting people. Oh my god, Soul, I was joking, but thank you for the compliment. Oh, never mind, I take it all back to you. What's nice is you can do any of the children's requests, even the old ones, to get the reward. No, that part's cool, because this is seriously like only the second time I've done children. I have not, you know, mostly because it's like, oh, I get pets. Oh, that's nice. What do you do? But now it's like, oh, I get there's shields. Okay, I'm here for it. All right, Dustin, come on, respond. Oh, I think they're already talking. I'm not sure. I'll just wait here while I chat with you folks. Otterhead, what's up? Morning. I was so hyperfixated on WoW as a kid when it was far more simple. During class, I would do my UI with grid paper and erase and move stuff. I would even write down raid mechanics and names of raiders to designate. Oh, man, to be young. Oh, man. You know, what if I was a kid and I was, you know, playing WoW? I would have done the same thing, dude. I totally would have done the same thing. I would have like, I don't know, what would I have done? I would have made up more I would have just been in class, not paying attention in school, and like thinking of character names and like new classes, you know, like all the fun stuff. I love talking about that stuff. Man, what would be what would be a cool new class or a cool new ability and blah, 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 or a feature and blah. Like that's the kind of energy I love bringing to like this space. It's like, dude, you know, it'd be cool if they did like something like this. But a lot of the time, it's like kind of like herding cats too. I'm also like managing, helping to manage like a lot of the conversations and, you know, regurgitate what the fans are saying. Not everyone, but you know, just kind of putting a spotlight on what people are saying, and I get a big kick out of that too. But you know, bringing out that sort of energy, that's fun. That's fun. And can I talk to someone or what? Let me try again. I'll try to do the whole, you know, approach the Weaver. We go to the marker thing, and then, oh, he's doing something. Okay, finally. Yeah, these triggers are highly sensitive. People in their 30s back in the day, now 50. Shut up. What's bonkers is people not understanding it's optional. I'm not using the cooldown manager, but it's a great thing for those who want it. I guess it's like, you know, some people are like, oh my god, I don't want to be surrounded by the filth who are now able to like get their DPS high enough that they might get into my groups and offend me or something like that. It's awkward. It's so weird. I play all 36 specs, so Hikali, is that how Ian pronounced it? Hikali? I don't even know how it's pronounced. No, it's been good. No, it's a cool thing that I'll never, you know, that rotation assist and one button stuff, like they're great things that, you know, I'll never use, but I'm not gonna go on some crusade. They need to shut that down. God damn you players who want to play the game. Ugh. You need to learn the way I did. Rawr, you know? Me using JC doesn't impact anyone but me. Even when I'm in group content, I tend to be in middle of the pack and still do mechanic. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. As long as you're not eating the floor and the thing dies, then we're good. Oh, I think we're tagging. Oh, now I take care of Spider Baby. And Spider Baby doesn't talk. Okay, so now we're going to take the burrow. Oh, we're going to Undermine. Damn, this dude's hardcore. Okay, we're going to Undermine. Oh, brave. Brave, baby. All right, still catching up with chat. Along with good optional leveling experience, which sends you through the main story of each expansion, would be great. Have it be a bronze dragon base where you're helping them search for something wrong. That'd be cool. Like, no matter what they do, there's going to be reactions, no matter what Blizzard does, because I can't think of any good way to wrangle 20 years worth of this game. You know, main quests, side quests, patch content, raids, dungeons, all these things that tell this these stories and little vignettes that is the world of Warcraft. How do you condense that into, 60, 70 levels? Ugh. Use the... Okay, the E... Oh, so I have to... take him to the rocket drill. Oh, so we gotta start on the outside. Okay, fine. I guess. Hot take, I don't have a single rotation button. My girlfriend has gotten to how to play with me. She got through 11 with minor difficulties, but she struggled in Kazalgar. She has a very little gamer sense, but it's really enjoyable for us to play together. I don't know if she would want to use it, but she's the type of player that could use. So I don't think there's any hot takes, except for the people who are like, I'm gonna, kick people who are using it or something like that. That's cringe. But anyone who wants to use it, there's no justification needed. Just try it out. You just might love it. All right, Spider Baby, where you at? Spider Baby. Okay, so here's the rocket drill. Hey, check it out. Very impressive. Very cool. Now react to it. Or we'll... Oh. Fredis makes an excited noise as you hear the rocket drill. Yeah, check it out, dude. Rocket drill. Sin Hotlanta, hey, what's up? Nightfall and 4 fun to do for the weekend. No, I'm good. I'm good. I still need the shield, but I want to at least do this stuff before it ends for sure. Me and my two friends who play WoW, we talk about WoW all lunch and recess, talking about recess, dudes. All this childhood stuff is just coming back to me, man. It would have been cool though, man. It would have been cool if, if I'm in like middle school, high school or whatever, and I'm talking to my friends about WoW and then like getting back on and doing stuff. But, just like anything, time goes by and chances are they quit because they're punks. Hey, dude, let's play Fortnite. It's like way better. I'm like, screw you, man. My ex was almost legally blind and had those issues. I helped her with visual assistance. If she can learn, trust me, anyone can. It's just a matter of... Oh, he's responding. It's not just the rotation that's hard for it. It's switching targets, positioning, knowing what's happening on screen. Like, my wife can be like that, too. Like I taught her how the buttons work and all that stuff, but then there's a certain... there's a certain aptitude and feel that's hard to get. And she's tough. Like she powers through, but I can see like the struggle. Oh, if she might be listening, then I'll feel really bad. And I missed the roulette. Okay, so we're doing the roulette real quick. So I took him to the drill, like it's still not firing off. Okay, so anyway. Oh yeah. I feel like I took off the, the soft, wussy trading post stuff, and now I'm putting on real manly gear. Rawr, total badass. Look how cool I am now. But yeah, come on, little Spider Baby. Let's fucking go. So I'm near the rocket drill. So there he is. He's doing stuff, and I'm just gonna wait. Stares in awe at the massive feat of goblin engineering. Cool. Ride the drill. Let's go. Once again, let's go. Hakili. Scent on second syllable. Scent? Remembering about WoW in school, those were the days. School. Oh man. Alright, so I'm just gonna pixel stand right here and then like see if he like does his thing. So take Thuris and speak to security. Okay. Alright. Fill out paperwork. Son of a bitch. One good signature and you're both good to go. Cool. Looks like he's doing his thing. Not sure if anyone remembers Rift. before pay to play, but the whole idea was to combine your abilities to fire off in the fewest amount of buttons. Rift was tremendous fun because of that. Yeah, I never played it. I didn't play it enough. Never gave it much of a chance. You know, back then, you know, as the WoW killers were coming out, I was like, all right, let's see. Let's see how it is for a month. And so I'd buy the game, and then I'd regret it, and I'd go back to WoW. Like, that would be it. So, use Threaded's airship dog coupon in Slam Central Station. Okay. So, we got plenty of goodies. So, where... Use the airship dog coupon. He's holding up a coupon. Okay. No. That's cool. He got a hookup. Now I want a hot dog. I want a good solid hot dog with hella filling stuff on it. You know, all the fixings. I want that fit. I want a hot dog I need gloves for. Know what I mean? Sorry, guys. I'm getting hungry. Spell check sabotage. Okay. Oh, you know, that would be kind of interesting. How would the rotation assist work in... Well, I guess it wouldn't really... I guess it'd be the same thing in PvP too, huh? But you're just fucked anyway. You're just gonna die. All right, so I didn't realize this was a school or university or whatever. Oh, look at that! The superpowers. What's my favorite style of hot dogs? I don't have the comprehension to give an answer to you. For me, it's just like, you know, someone gives me a hot dog and they say, dude, this is a thing and it's made out of this and whatever. I'm like, cool, I'm going to eat it. So I have no, I'm not cultured at all. Toppings. Yeah, so like hot dog meat, that's one thing. So I really don't know much about it. Like, D will say, hey, you want a hot dog with this? I'm like, yep, sure. As for what I like having on it, I'm pretty plain on that. You know, ketchup, mustard relish, and sometimes like a pickled something or other. So yeah, sometimes pickles. You know, just like fill that shit up. Like if someone were to say, "Hey, dude, there's this hot dog," for me, food's an adventure. So if someone says, "Hey, here's a hot dog that's in this style and has all this other stuff," I'm like, give it to me. I'm gonna go on an adventure. But yeah, if I'm falling back, right? If I'm falling back, you know, ketchup mustard will do me through. Dijon mustard. Yeah, sauerkraut and relish. I dig that. Onions, it depends. If they're like, you know, super grilled through and soft and all that stuff, then yeah, I'm good with that. So discover a new opportunity for Threadis. Okay. So a new opportunity, huh? Oh, you did. Okay. Well, aren't you just an overachiever? Yeah, I want those onions to be like, you know, I want them to have the consistency of noodles, you know what I mean? I don't want crunch, I guess. I don't want crunch in my hot dogs. Oh, you know what sounds good? A corn dog. Oh, a corn dog. Give me a fresh corn dog. So good. Oh, now we got Goblin Baby. All right, Goblin Baby, let's go. We're going to Gal. Oh, you know, I'm surprised that that the quest designers weren't like, hey, I get it. It would have been cool if the quest designers were like, hey, take your spider baby on a ride in your vehicle. But, you know, some people are like, oh my God, don't force me to do that. So I guess I get that. Next time we do keys, we're gonna do 10s. We gotta get all y'all your myths. I feel like I'm almost done too. Well, okay, I'm not done. I still got a ways to go, but once that surge thing kicks in, fine. I keep forgetting. I keep pronouncing it wrong. Not final surge. It's freaking turbo boost. Turbo boost. Yeah. Final surge sounds way better than turbo boost. Sorry, man. To me, that was. I think that's a lazy name. I'm just not fond of it. We have a cream place nearby that makes killer corn dogs. Been a while since I've had them. All beef, knife, split halfway, and broiled in the oven for 15 minutes until it bends and gets crispy on the. Oh, you've got. Now that is hot dog experience. I bow to that. Whoop. Hello. Alright, goblin baby. Oh, I gotta do the thing. Wait, I got to do the proper approach. Alright, so this should do it. I hope. Are you staring in awe yet? Not quite. Look. Ooh, storm things. Okay, I'll try it from farther away. Am I having fun, or is this part of my job routine? Wait, huh? I'm having fun. Okay, so come on. I'm gonna do stuff. Didn't expect this season. I spent 0 crests other than gilded. I've saved up, so I'll be able to fully kit myself in gilded at the end. Easy peasy. Oh yes, when the final surge kicks in, I got like this. Oh, where's all my shit? I got this much stuff to like just blow, right? So I'm gonna get hooked up. Like I have more weathered than I'm over the cap on weathered. I'm over the cap on carved, and then I've been spending ruined on stuff. But yeah, yo. Okay, she stares in awe. So I'll just stand here. Yeah, really sensitive triggers, man. Damn. In SoCal, you have the Dervin Wiener Schnitzel. I mean, like, not like Wiener Schnitzel, right? You didn't spend ruined either? Well, that's because you get gear. So, good for you. I mean, that's a lot of savings, though, right? Because it means that you have, you basically have 800 to spend on converting to gilded, right? So nice and easy. So you'll get you'll get the hookup. I feel like for what I've done, like doing the weathered and carved, I mean, mathematically, you'll be able to figure this out. You'd be able to do it now. Now that we know when now that we know when turbo boost is happening, we can calculate, this week is 810. Next week is 900, and then after that, the cap is lifted. So, yeah. So you'll have 900 things to work with. So do the math on that. 10. So you'll have 20 times 15, 15, 30, 600? Something like that. I don't know math. I lost my math at some point, but you'll have a lot. So you'll be able to max out a bunch of shit like hella fast. Find a suitable conductive material. What's up, Nabe? Next season, I'm going to press you to do 10s with me earlier, not even week 1 or even 2, but way sooner. Ugh. I'm gonna feel like I'm being carried though. That's not gonna feel great. I mean, knowledge-wise, I'm being carried. There's no, there's no dancing around that. Okay, so I think I just need to wait till I stand in like the certain spot where she starts doing emotes or something, and then I need to stop and then just let her do her thing. So let's try this again. Or do I just find something? Do I need to find it, or does she find it? So it's like, here's the giant crystal pile. Hey, look. And now... nothing. Look, a pile. A big pile. How about this pile? It's on the quest marker, but you never know. Just got a piece of pork, preferably your pork cut that's lean. Pound that shit till it's flat. Bread, eggs, and flour on that thing. Oh, hey, I did it. Nice. Nice. Speak to Belga. Belga is far away. I like with this quest if some feel funner than others. I think, like, since I'm doing the new one, maybe it just has some kinks to work out. That's how it feels. But it's cool taking these little babies around. I did find it funny when I took the Merildar kid into Battlegrounds. I'm like, alright, dude. We're going hard. You're riding with me. Take him to the hammer. Oh, God. Oh, where are you, little goblin baby? Let's try again. Alright, take her to the smithing hammer. Don't stand on it! Maybe we can ask to use it. Oh, okay, so I just need to click. Oh God, how close do I need to be? Oh, baby, don't. Oh, we were playing with it. That's dope. Oh shit. There we go. And that should have been dust, not like shards. Homemade corn dogs with chunks of corn and fresh jalapeno in the batter are pretty delicious. Oh man, I'm ruined. I'm gonna get hella hungry today. I better try to have something. Think there's gonna be an 11.17 video? Could be. You know, that's the expectation. I mean, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, but you know, preferably today, so that way we got stuff to talk about. That's always fun. Find the leather worker. Okay, we found them, and they're talking. Cool. All right, Peter, take care, man. Also on hot dogs, chili sauteed onions, and shredded cheddar. Cheddar. And what am I gonna have today? More kebab, more spinach. Whoop-de-doo. Oh well. I'll return to the rooks. Alright. I think once I'm done with this and I get at least one of the shields, then I'll do me some... I haven't even done my weekly routine yet. No delves, no weekly quests, none of that stuff yet. Love me a good kebab. I mean, the kebabs are good. Like, they're just basic stuff that you pick up from Costco too, and they're not bad at all. You're gonna have a potato with chili and cheese. Nice. All right, I think they're talking, but it's hard to tell. Oh, she's moving. All right, cool. Any news on the last raid yet? The final raid? You know, we're probably not gonna know for sure until they actually announce Season 3, 11.2, and all that stuff. So we won't hear... I mean, 11.17, the whole Legacy of Aerithor thing, that might help to inform us of what could be happening, but can't be sure. Not 100%. Whee! Nice. What a skilled bird that can ride, that can fly in slow motion. Rotation assist is going to be a great way to try to new class for you. Oh yeah, dude. That's dope. Evo just coming back. What island level was expected to do? 10s? How long do you think we have? WoW's on a pretty set schedule these days. So, you know, people expect to hear about 11.17 today or tomorrow. The guesstimated patch day for 11.17 is around June. No. Yeah, actually, yeah, June. June something or other. And then the guesstimated release of season 3 is sometime in mid-August. Yeah. All right. I was always intimidated by doing 11s, but when I did one, I took my time and it was very easy and got my weekly vault with 11 stuff. Nice. Which stuff was it? All right, cool. Yay. Oh, now I get stuff. Woo-hoo. All right, so I'm... okay, so I get a Stormwind Guard and... that's kind of it. So, or the Orgrimmar Guard. Okay. What's up, children's? Is there an actual spider representative too? No. No, oh no, there was. It was the goblin dude. Okay. So I'm going, so I do need to get them separately. All right. So there's a robot. There's, okay, these are all the new things. You know, like, oh, it's a puppy. I'm not gonna have to do this 3 times. Shit. I at least want one hyena, right? Like, give me one goggle puppy. Maybe just one. But I gotta set my priorities, right? Shields. Actually, let me double check this. So, okay, I haven't collected this shield, so that's like a new thing. All right, we're doing it. Do-do-do-do. Yay! You can do it again. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna do it on another character, right? Like, that should be fine. And I haven't done the others. I haven't done some of these others either, so that'll be like, you know, some quest completion stuff. Big squares of paneer, marinated in spicy tandoori sauce and grilled until the end. You guys are killing me. It will be a couple moons, but I mean, there's stuff going on all the time. So just choose what you want to do. Sit out for whatever you feel like it. And, you know, that's it. That's wild these days. All right, Delvies. Oh, I need keys though. Well, do I need keys? I guess I'll go to Undermine. I'll get 3 things. Oh no, I'll do the things in Undermine because I do want to get some more transmog stuff. Go to do some delves, and I know I think I get a key thing from there too, so should be fine. But yeah, that's gonna be my thing. Like, I'm gonna do it again for the other shield, and then maybe the puppy. But that will probably be it. Sorry, pets. Or sorry to all you lesser pets. Puppy's cool though. Keeping that one. They do have some cool stuff. You know, don't, we're now with the cartels of Undermine. Oh, really? I got a thing? You get anything cool? No. Yeah, well. Oh, and a surge thing's gonna happen, like in a bit. Oh, I came here just in time. Still revered with Bilgewater. I'm never gonna finish these guys. Alright, so I'll just start doing, I'll start doing surge stuff now. You're a sucker for cute puppies and kitties? Pups for me. But hell yeah, dude. And there are a lot of cool and cute pets, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they buffed the rep gain with them. But like the sources of those are, you know, dailies, I'm sorry, weeklies, world quests, and what are they called? Side jobs, side gigs, right? Like those weeklies that you get near the train station, like you get some more with them too. So I've been preoccupied with other stuff though, that's all. So I'm just trying to get to it. But yeah, I think when I do go for the other children's week stuff, I'll do the other expansions. Like those are like, you know, done and probably fast. Doesn't involve flying, you know, huge distances. Maybe. Maybe. Whee. Oh, faction rares as well? Okay. Yeah, these days I tend to be, you know, pretty hyper focused on certain things, and then I'll ignore everything else. Just because I'll just start feeling overwhelmed, because it's like, you know, even like with a place like here in Undermine, it's like, oh man, I want the trench coat, and so I got to do all this and this and this, but I could be doing this and this and this instead, you know? Just like anyone else, even streamers have limited time to play. Child pet you get in the trading post is adorable. Yeah, and then right next to it you can customize it. So I'm gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna decide like how they're gonna look. I don't think I need crazy decorations and stuff. I'll just have like a cool a favorite color and go with that. Where to? Yeah, I'm going kind of far for. Sweet. Package. The best one. Oh. Oh, really? It was that close? Damn. Cool. Yeah, this was the first spend month that I've had in a while. Like, I tend to get, like, for the trading post is what I'm talking about. I tend to get, like, very minimal things. Like, I'm like, okay, I'll pick up, like, the shoulder thing and, like, the mask thing, and, like, that's it. I've been trying to ignore, like, just about everything else. You know, trying to mostly save for the likelihood, the very high likelihood of items popping up in the trading post. Because the way that the trading post is being handled right now, I feel like I've got to pick stuff up, like, right away. Otherwise, it might be forever until I pick up. Unless it's just something that's very, like, not me. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to pick up. I can't even mention. But if it's just something that's very undesirable, I'm like, okay, like I can at least hold off on that. But if it's something I even remotely want, I want to be able to make sure I can get it, you know? Alright, What's this one? Acidic South. Oh, this one. Got it. Let me go for these guys instead. 1, 2, 3. All right. You're gonna be 5 tender short. That's tragic. That is so tragic. Quick, buy a mount package that comes with free tender. I'm just kidding. That sucks. Oh, I still had the weekly from a while back to complete a bunch of jobs. Nice. So do I... Oh no, I think I have to climb up for that one. Right? I might totally be going the wrong way. Nope. Right way. Okay, this one. Five tender short. That's like an injustice. I feel bad for that, man. Mounts to me are like shield see. Trust me, I got all the packages. Okay, that stinks. Because I think all the ones, well, I think there was one for like a corsage. I think there was a tender bundle for that one. That's about it. Did I get, okay, I still didn't get credit for surge pricing yet. Come on. Now, recruiters. You don't get a credit until a chest is... Oh, is that how it works? Ooh, I see. Well, hurry up. Huh, I wonder how that's going to be treated later on. Okay, so I got the thing. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to be treated later on. Oh, no, there's a minimum chest. So, I wonder why I didn't get credit back then. That's... Oh, well, whatever. I got credit. Alright, so I think I'll... Actually, how many? Okay, 3 more jobs, and then I can at least do... I'll do like a 10. I'll do 1 full round. And then... we'll move it on. It was unlocked before I joined in. Oh, was it? I could have swore I started doing jobs before before surge pricing even started. I thought. Alright, rub monster. Rah. It was like some exorcism kind of shit. Yeah, can we get a new model for this, by the way? My Guardian of the Ancient Kings is like ancient. So old. Ah, okay. This one's easy. I feel like that garden is like definitely one of the things. You know, recently they redid what is it? Ascendance. You know, and I'd say that's, you know, that's significant because it's a powerful cooldown. Like it's up for a while. Guardian, not so much. It's not like it pops up so much, but at least during this season, when I'm seeing it more, it's just odd. It's just kind of odd seeing it. Be cooler if it was like a mecha or something, but nobody's perfect. How'd you get the arrow above your head? That's when you activate surge pricing. When you activate jobs with Tallulah. So when you do jobs, the arrow will direct you where to go. Come on, cool stuff. Nope. No cool stuff. Sad, sad, sad. Okay. So now I'm going to do world quests. Gold, gold, and I don't like that one. Does the world boss count? I don't know if the world boss counts. Mythic Plus is saved. Update to cartel chips and trinkets. All right, let's see. News. No, wait, no, not news. It sounds like it was a post, right? Mythic Plus dungeon trinkets added to Turbo Boost. Nice. Weekly quest that provides chips will now offer players a choice between killing 4 raid bosses in the raid or completing filler Mythic Plus dungeons. Additionally, the vendor will offer a selection of trinkets from Season 2 dungeons in addition to the previously planned raid items. I wonder if it's going to be all of them. I hope it's all of them because that makes sense, right? So purchasing hero track dungeon trinkets will have no requirements other than the currency cost. This means that regardless of how you obtain your chips, you can exchange them for hero track raid items. The myth track dungeon trinkets will require both the currency and having beaten the timer in all season 2 thingies at mythic 12 or higher. That sounds fair, right? I'd like to think that sounds fair. It's like, okay, doing 10s is what gets you myth from the vault. And then doing 12s is what will get you the choice of it. I wonder how the key people feel about that one. Like, it leans on fair, but yeah, cool. You think it's fair? All right, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, let's see how other reactors respond to it. Because like that sounded, you know, that seems like the, you know, a very reasonable, like, well, yeah, sure, do that. Because now what this means is I have more trinkets to choose from. You know, because for me, there's only one trinket I care about from the raid. So now I get to take a look at the Mythic Plus thing and see what I like there. Yeah. Totally reach goal that I'll get. I don't have any 12's time, but because I didn't care before, but now I do. Interesting. I know for me, I'm like, you know, aspiring that far just for a myth versus a hero trinket. For me, I know that's not worth it, but who cares what I think? I'm just speaking for me. You know what I mean? For someone that just does delves, I was excited when we could possibly get 2 mythic things now. I'm met on it because it doesn't impact me much at all. Almost all the tunes I play are full heroic already. I mean, so am I, but I just don't have that a damn trinket that I really want to use. So now that changes, you know, it's gonna be nice. You know, ultimately, like I don't need it to be a thing. I've never needed the, you know, this sort of gearing scheme to happen, you know, towards the end of the season. I'm fine with the usual like retuning or like the raid buff or whatever, you know, the plus 3% thing. Like to me, that is very significant. In fact, I would say it's more significant than getting a trinket, because a flat 3% damage increase is a flat 3% damage increase. You know, who's to say that any person could really take advantage of, like, you know, XYZ trinket or, you know, cool weapon or whatever, because of their skill or whatever. But even then, yeah, not a big deal. What's up, Ann? Good morning. But you know, some folks have been saying that part of what made Mythic Plus Season 2 better for them is the 3K score. You know, that, oh, I get something for hitting 3K. Hell yeah, let's go for it. So this is kind of the same thing, right? You know, I might not get it, but I'll respect it, you know? Whoa. I totally went the wrong way. Still doing Comp Stomp? Nice. I finished. No, actually, I didn't finish because I didn't realize there was still one more arsenal to get. I messed up because what I didn't realize was Season 1 of Shadowlands, you needed a separate arsenal for each covenant, which I'm like, wow, that's brilliant. Why did you do that? Why are you killing me like this? Yeah, I was sad to learn that, and I didn't realize, so that's my fault too. But yeah, I was pretty buttered over it. Balloon stuff. Where's isn't there a teleport thing? There it is. Yeah, same. If we were not data mining teas, I wouldn't have cared either and would prefer them to not have it, but it is what it is, and it's a good compromise for everyone that's interested. Yeah, no, it's there. So enjoy it. Boop. So too bad Delve trinket atomization isn't great. Actually, no, maybe it's a good that Delve trinket atomization hasn't been good, because then Delve people would be like, all right, it's our turn, baby. You gave it to them, now for us. But then, you know, Delves don't give myth gear, so suck it, Delve people. Stay down there. Sorry. Bad energy, but Sky. Oh, I don't want to do no Skyrider racing. No, let me see if the world boss counts. Let's find out. Otherwise, I'll do that the other one that's just like right here. When they pick on the shell back, it doesn't hide weapons like the other back stuff. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that's odd. Yeah, that's different. Did you see they added the TGC? Yeah, I saw that. Maybe it'll force me to do 12s on my priest, at least. Ooh. Too late, the forum response is already asking for that. Are they? Oh, man. Of course. I would safely argue that um, I would prefer the dungeon or raid loot tables over delves. What you know what I'd like to see though? I wouldn't mind seeing trinkets that help you specifically in delves. You know, like something special that's like, oh, the spore explosion things do something different when you wear the trinket, or you have, if you equip 2 delve trinkets, then you get plus things in delves. I think that would be cool. Kind of keep things in like the delve family, but like just limit it to trinkets. That's it. You know, just make it like an okay trinket on its own, but make it like cooler if it's like for delves. I don't think 2 slots is too much to ask for. You know, 2 slots of inventory space. I don't think that's too much to ask for if people want to. If people jump between content and all that, it's like, oh, I can hold on to 2 of these things and just throw them on when I'm doing, you know, when I'm doing 10s, 11s, or whatever. Or if I'm doing the underpin or something like that, then that's going to give me like a nice little boost. That'd be kind of cool. Not much of a chase, but it's better than nothing. Need to work on getting Windwalker weapons instead of just using my Brewmaster weapon and my Monk. That way they can get nunchucks. One of the Delve trinkets is the second best. Which one's that? I'm not aware. You'll have to correct me. Or, you know, take me to school, right? What is the very cool Delve trinket? The focusing lens. I think I had that. But then, is that for, yeah, I don't have it now. Let me see. Focusing lens. Don't die, dude. Yee, scary. Alright, focusing lens. Wowhead. I got male. Typical. Okay. Oh, hey, special assignment. Sweet. So it did count. Okay, you'll have to tell me the exact name. I guess that's not the exact name of the thing. Alright, so which thing am I doing? I'm doing the shooty stuff. Oh, man. I mean, this one's easy, right? It's easy, it's fairly quick, but I get annoyed. I guess the one solace is that it's Thursday and not the first day of reset. So it should be easier for me to get stuff, and you know, I won't be getting. Oh, leave raid. Funhouse lens, okay. Alright, I'll take a look at that in a second. I'll take a look at it now. I'm pretty sure I sold that today too. Because I just had it in my thing. Something lots of crit. Okay. That good, huh? I think I would like to see like something more substantial done with Delve Trinkets, since it's not that far of a separate game mode. But I think if they if they give you like some sort of boost or cool effect when you have 2 Delve Trinkets on, yeah, might be neat. You know, take a look at the itemization, give like some sort of small set bonus, depending on your role. Something nice and easy. Yeah, kind of like the PvP set bonus. You know, you get 10% more stam, you know, or more main stat in delves, right? But that's as far as it would go. I don't want to see something like, you know, having an entire delve set. I think that's taking it too far. All right, come on, transmog. Nope. And nope. God, fuck me. Injustice. All right. We're doing. Hey, look, Funhouse lens. Ain't that cute? Okay, so I'm going. I think I'm gonna go back and then I'll just not that far. We're doing dogs, baby. I'd love for trinkets to be relevant to the area of play instead of here's stat or proc stat. I think if they do it responsibly, they could do that well. Like I would not want to be like, okay, you know, delve trinket, raid trinket, dungeon trinket, that sort of thing. I mean, there is that thought already because some, you know, like for example, this trinket that I'm having, that I have right now, this gives a decent shield, decent damage absorption, but it's most effective if I am basically tanking a bunch of mobs, or if I have like certain debuffs or something on me, you know, then the cooldown of this trinket will go down. I would say that this is a trinket that's more effective in keys than in raids. So it would be that sort of example. I prefer something like that over this trinket only works in delves or whatever, or it has increased potency in such and such. Look, they gotta be careful with that, I think, because it limits itemization, and I don't want that to be done like too much. All right, we're doing Fungal Folly. This will be, I think, the first one that I've done since the patch, so, which is not that long ago. So, and I heard about the changes. Let's see how these changes feel. I have hopes and expectations. So I have keys now, right? I got 2. I got 3. Oh, shit, I'll take 3. Cool. Yeah, Spore Bits kill mobs again. I was giving feedback on that, like, regularly in PTR builds, too. So, it's unfortunate that it took, like, 2 whole last months for them to get to it. But, they did it, so... You know, better late than never, I guess. I hope that next season they don't do anything weird and break it again. But yeah, let's see how this goes. So come here, buddies. I guess the only I guess drawback of the revamp to these Spore bits is that there is no shit. Ooh, cool stuff. Woo. There is no... They don't move. As in, like, if when you aggro them, they don't, like, target you or anything like that. Like, that part kind of sucks. But they do die. I'm cool with that. Honestly, trinkets not be boring stat blocks. You know, part of me wouldn't mind if they did that either, because there's so much people bring up so much drama over trinkets that I can't help but feel like, okay, maybe that should be like the solve. They should just nerf trinkets and stop making them, you know, interesting and powerful and all that stuff, which sounds super counterproductive. But boy, is there a lot of drama over that shit. A lot of drama that people make up over it. I'm doing an 11, right? Okay. I'll take you and the rare. And this theme. Come on, buddies. Everybody comes. Everybody comes. And boom. And let's do it again. Come on, buddies. Yeah, this thing's mean. Oh, I missed him. Dang. Oh, no, I got him. And he got executed. Nice. If they made decent craftable... Oh, I'd love to see more craftable trinkets. Dude, hook me up with that. Yeah. Yay for eventual. Damn right. We're gonna take those wins. If they made decent craftable trinkets, I think that would be a good solution. Yeah. Well, I don't envy trinket designers, man. You know, because if you make 10 trinkets, by definition, you know, 1 to 3 will be like the big winners, and then everything else will just feel like shit, because that'll be the player perception that is pushed onto others. Literal trash, yada yada yada. You know, that sort of thing. What level of Mythic Plus do you need to get a 3K score? I believe 12s. Is what people have been saying. 12s. Alright. Oh shit, I can't see which one it was. I think it was this one. But I don't think it was this one. I think it was something else. Yeah. Fucked up. Right, so that one. So this one. Angelic, hey, what's up? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 minutes. We'll see if there is an announcement for the patch. You know, or like a reveal, like, hello! Looky, patch stuff. Ah. Lots of news been happening. It's pretty cool. Love it. Damn, dude, these spore bits sat like half his life? More than half his life. Sheesh. These spore bits are mean. How would I feel if Blizzard removed the trinket slot? I'd feel nothing. The game would be balanced around it. No, like the sucky thing is that we would kind of like lose a slot where we would have another on-use effect for something, you know. So losing that kind of agency won't feel great. But I'm also a gamer and I'll just deal with it. So, yeah. Come on, blow stuff up. Yeah. Like, I'll give feedback and then I'll move on. Yeah, that's how I would feel. I'd be like, here's why I think it's bad. And then I would keep playing. It's funny, I've been watching you a long time on YouTube. I think it's the first time you ever caught me on live stream. Well, welcome. Yeah, stay for as little or as long as you like. It's all good. Oh, I missed a dude. I missed saving a buddy. That buddy. Oh, did I just not talk to you? Is that all? Oh, no, no, no. Real gaming right here, baby. I remember when you had to, like, be pixel perfect on this. Woof. Yeah, Face, you'll never get, like, super strong reactions from me for, like, most anything. If they were to say, we canceled player housing, like, oh, that's a big bummer. You know, here's my take on it, and then I keep playing the game. So just finished the Dark Fuse rep grind and picked up the black trench coat. Nice. Nice. Grats, dude. That's work. Celebrate that. Post it. I mean, you already are because you're mentioning it to us here. But you know what I mean. Oh, wow. This is only the second time I've seen the rig pop up. Interesting. No, don't run away. Ah, I'm trying to hit you with flamethrower stuff. All right. So I give feedback and move on, but when others do the same, it's called drama. Oh, they hold a grudge though, and that's easy to identify. So yeah, I'll call it drama, especially when those people will also, like, you know, attack others and be like, "Rah, you know, you're dumb for not thinking like that. No one likes this. Clearly, the entire player base is is in an uproar. Don't you guys see it's a literal slap to your face? Yada yada yada." We can go on with all the rhetoric forever, but yeah, that's just me speaking for me. Yeah, I try to make that point clear. I wonder what kinds of stuff they'll add for player housing, because I feel like it's mainly towards role players. I'm probably gonna customize my house for a couple hours and then get bored and do something else. The reason to go to your house is to go to your house, and if that doesn't hit your vibe, then yeah, then housing means nothing to you. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my house. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, make it an actual house, or do I want to make, like, this kind of tribute to my WoW career? You know, there are different ways we can sort of go about that. Like, it's a way to take our memories and turn them into something, like, sort of viewable and tangible. And we have an article. Okay. All right. What is this article? I don't know. But we'll see what this is all about together. Am I recording? I'm recording. Okay. What's up, everyone? This is Soul with another video, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to look at right now, but we're here to read and react to stuff. Please like the video, subscribe for more stuff. Link to the article is in the video description, and let's take a look at The War Within. Get a look at the Legacy of Arathor patch, most likely, right? Take your adventures further in the Legacy of Arathor, our next content update. You'll amp up the damage in overcharged delves, get a helping hand with the new combat assist and single button assistant, ... and more. New Arathi Highlands campaign. While attentions have been focused on Khazalgar, a new storm is brewing in the Arathi Highlands. Tensions are rising between the Horde and Alliance. Great. Join Farron and Zanath as they attempt to quell the rising tides of hostility between the two factions in a new multi-quest campaign. You'll get to experience this new 2-chapter storyline with branching viewpoints for each faction as you play through. Branching viewpoints for each faction as you play through. Players will receive a few new rewards for their efforts, like tabards. Ooh, so Strongguard and Maghar. I'm a fan of the Maghar, so it's cool that they're going to get, like, a little something. And then Shoulder Transmog inspired by Farron's own pauldrons. Okay, that's a win. Read and listen to the Heartlands 5-part audio novella before you head into the Arathi Highlands. Is this new? Is this a new thing too? No. Okay, I remember what this is. Never mind. All right, go lore walking with Lore Walker Cho. Players level 10 and above can speak with Lore Walker Cho in either Stormwind, Orgrimmar, or Dornogal for a renewed questing experience. Wait, that sounds huge. What? You'll step back into some iconic lore moments in Azeroth with both previous quests and a few new ones. There are 3 available repeatable quest chains. Meet the Ethereals. Travel to Netherstorm to fight Demencius, meet up with Alaria and Locust Walker in Legion, and head into the Shadowlands to meet the Brokers and gain access to Tazavesh. You'll also meet up with Venari. You'll also experience Xal'atath's storyline, learn more about the Blade of the Black Empire in Legion, see how Xal'atath gained her body in battle for Azeroth, and go back in time to the Black Empire to experience Xal'atath's encounter with the old gods. And face the past with Arthas. Return to Stratholme for a condensed version of the Culling, feel the stinging cold betrayal in Wrath of the Lich King, and confront old memories as you step into the role of the Lich King as he faces down the heroes of Azeroth. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. While lore walking, you won't be able to undertake any other quests, but you'll be able to exit anytime and return to Lore Walker Cho. This has some interesting implications. I mean, as it is right now, feels like just like a cool experience sort of thing. Will we get anything? I don't know, but especially for folks who are less familiar with WoW's story, they'll be able to get a little bit more context of the villains that they now just one shot really quick without quite knowing what's going on. All right, overcharged delves. Things are about to become even more dangerous in delves for you and Bran. We're introducing a new delve-specific affix to 6 delves to push you to new feats of heroism or to earn more shiny loot. So we're going to Creeve Goals, Skittering Breach, Spiral Weave, Nightfall Sanctum, Fungal Folly, and Side Street Sluice, aka none of the underwater delves. You'll engage with rare new enemies, more traps, and unlock traits in a new trait tree specific to overcharged delves. Selecting the right traits can turn the tides of traps by making them more beneficial rather than a detriment to your progress. And you get rewards. You can get a Titan Disc Belt at the start of the event and upgrade it through a weekly quest. You get a new mount, you get gear, and more delve currency. Okay, that's cool. Now, they said this word. They said the A word. And so now people are like, oh my god, what are they adding? They're putting Mythic Plus and blah blah blah, and now they're making, so we'll see how people react to it. And new UI options. Okay, I'm gonna skim through this part because we already kind of learned about this yesterday. So we're going to get a new combat assistant and a single button assistant. And yeah, we're gonna move on. The Greedy Emissary returns. Later during this content cycle, we'll be bringing back the Greedy Emissary event. During this event, you'll encounter even more of these deviously greedy emissaries, or these little dudes with sacks, in Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Dornogal, and Undermine for new diabolical rewards, including a mount. You don't want to miss some truly iconic rewards, including recolors of classic Tier 2 sets for your characters. My eyes are kind of funny. Is that green? Is that green orange kind of judgment set? Yeah, I'll take it. Sure. Oh, we have more. Ooh, more colors, more pictures. Okay, so who looks good? So a paladin one, I'm not sure, man. If they had a cool purple or black and white set, oh, that would be sick. But that color leaves a little something to be desired. So Death Knight over there, that one looks all right. The Hunter one actually looks natural. It looks more normal this time. Mage one looks cool. These sets, they look a bit more muted on the colors, but I like them. Because I guess in this case, the team was like, okay, we can actually make the colors, something that we like more, as opposed to being stuck in the past. Warrior one looks pretty sick. Yeah, I like these. These are pretty cool. Maybe not the best, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Alongside this event, we're also providing a collector's bounty buff, which will aid players in the hunt for legacy loot by increasing drops in legacy content throughout Azeroth. A collector's bounty buff that'll aid players in the hunt for legacy loot. So more stuff. I like that. Of course, I think some of the initial reactions would be like, well, we want targeted stuff. Pretty please. And then turbulent timeways. So there are going to be 6 weeks of that. They're going to, and we know where we're going. So they're going to BFA, and then Mists, and then Burning Crusade, Warlords. It's so random. I will have 6 new time logging dungeons for players to undertake as well. Atal Dazar, Freehold, King's Rest, Trend of the Storm, Temple of Sethless, and the Waycrest Manor. Nice. That's quite a few dungeons to add, actually. So I guess that's why they're doing like these themes. But they're, well, I'm trying to remember. Are these new, or are they just like in the rotation now? But I don't remember these being part of. Wait, BFA time walking. Yeah, BFA. Yeah, thanks, chat. BFA time walking's new. Yay, free new stuff. That's cool. Players can also shop at a new BFA vendor that can be found in the harbors of Borealis and Dazar Allure. And it looks like there's a mount. So, save your tokens. Except for some of you guys who amassed tons of them during the anniversary event. You're finally gonna get the pirate hat mount. Sweet. And we'll share more details about the events. All right, cool. So this feels filled out. Like I was sharing concerns earlier about, with 11.15 introducing all these ways of progressing gear and whatnot, it doesn't feel like there's going to be, what kind of things are they going to offer in 11.17 to make that patch feel a little bit filled out, or to feel like there's going to be like something to look forward to. So of course, the short version, there's story. There is looking at past stories. And I do wonder, like I mentioned this earlier, like there might be some implications on what they might do with like a leveling experience later. So like, how are these quests going to look? Are they particularly long? Is there a way that we could just kind of jump into these and like, experience all these different like leveling, all these different stories while leveling? That could be cool. Yeah, because they don't talk anything about like XP and how that works. The Dell stuff is kind of cool. It'll be a little bit more to push for now that people have been able to gear up pretty decently and are able to clear higher level Dell, so now they can get more stuff. Now regarding this Titan Disc belt, this is gonna have to be pretty special. So if you unlock this belt, like, is it just set stats and then you can upgrade it? Because that might not sound very interesting. But if you can bring it up to like maybe like a mythic item level, which isn't like, it's not going to be too much more than what you can get now on Hero Track, but hey, it's more. So that's not so bad. And then, of course, mounts and cosmetics and other stuff. So this feels fairly filled out. This will be something to definitely check out. Yeah. More events, more of a little bit of everything. Yeah, people are going to be pulled in lots of directions. So imagine like when 11, sorry, I'm talking so much about this. So imagine when 11.17 comes out, potentially, unless people are like finishing stuff and then moving on to the next thing, we have a lot of things to juggle around. Like Horrific Visions are going to be out, Dastardly Duels are going to be out while this is happening. We're going to have all these different events where we can, chase down these treasure goblins, basically. Turbulent Timeways is going to be happening. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a good bit for people to juggle as they're wrapping up the season. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, let me know what you guys think, and that'll be it. I'll see you guys for the next thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy. Woo. And we're working, baby. Did I finish the delve? I finished the delve. Cool. Let's work, baby. What if that works like the ring from 11.07 and we'll use it into 11.2? That would be cool, but also kind of odd. I wonder how would the gamers feel about being forced to do delves? You know what I mean? People are going to react like that too. For the most part, though, yeah, seems all right. I'm excited. I'm excited for, well, let's see, when does the uh surge thing happen? 2 weeks. 2 weeks for the surge, 3 weeks for um what's it called? Horrific Visions. That'll take up a good bit of time. And then I'll be geared the hell out, and then I'll smash. All right. My wow, what the hell happened to my workspace? Where is it? April workspace. There we go. Your 65 alts will be ready. I mean, are we gonna have to like? Do we have to like strategically place our alts and all that in different parts of the world so we can get those treasure goblin things? They might as well just call them treasure goblins, but I guess they're technically not goblins. Ooh, Mythic Plus string. Oh yeah, so you didn't see that news yet, Winky? No, good news. I hope it's the they didn't say one way or another, but I hope it's like the the entire loot table. Because now, now I'll have a second trinket to possibly be interested in with the bigger loot table. Because none of the other stuff in the raid interested me aside from the suit. Like the suit is cool. Oh, what's that big spike there? I'll have to check that out later. Anyway. I like how meeting the ethereals also ties in the brokers. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we get like lots of news story. So yeah, BFA time walking is finally coming in. Yeah. Neat. Good way of introducing the BFA time walking 2 during turbulent timeways, because otherwise it would have been, hey guys, this patch we're gonna have BFA, but it's gonna be part of the rotation. So they could shoehorn it in too if they wanted to, but instead they turned it into like a whole event, which is better, I'd say. Okay, where did this happen? Second minute. Why is that second minute? Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Okay. So I think all that's fine. Am I not getting the tank book? I might, yeah. I haven't looked into it very much, so I'm not entirely sure what it does. But it's the one from Priory, right? Where you like flip the pages and then something happens. Yeah. So that I'm just not familiar with. So yeah, I can take a look. Or it'll be worth taking a look now that I know this. All right, so I definitely have stuff to talk about for a weekly. Yay! Yeah, lots of videos this week. Yay! All right, that looks good. Okay, this will give me a chance to take another look at how the video quality looks too. So I think I was just using that, and hopefully that'll be okay. As for the thumbnail, oh, I'm definitely going to use the probably that dragon. Yeah, probably not that one. Probably the Time Walking Dragon. That seems to be the most exciting thing, I think. Or at least visually, I think that's the most exciting thing to put onto the thumbnail. All right. So that can go, that can go, that can go. And this one is in. So raw dragon. All right. Hear ye, hear ye. Nope. Let's see. There's a lot. New quests, BFA, time walking, new T2 appearances, exclamation point. That's hardly anything. That's, yeah, there's like so much more shit. Think the Pirate Dragon is a vendor mount or the reward from the Time Ways achievement? Good question. Could be, yeah, that's a good question. I think it might be stated in there. Yeah, so I'll have to take a look. All right, this thing's done. Let me get this guy out. So, master the time ways, and you can earn the Chrono Corsair Skywriting Mountain more. It might be. It might be the weekly thing. Yeah, it might be the weekly thing. I mean, they were definitely holding on to it for like a good time, and yeah, I think this is pretty good. Okay, so let's get this dude out. Where's YouTube? There we go. What is the Dragon reward from? Time Walking, Turbulent Time Ways, when that comes out. New mounts, appearances, those questing mounts, and lots more. I mean, it's a lot. Login. I'll just say Dell feature. No. Unlocking trusting rounds. quests. Nice. 99 out of 100. Woo. Perfect fits. Perfect fit. I'm curious what jobs you're going to be able to get with the collector's bounty buff. I mean, legacy stuff? Okay. 11.1.7. Oh. Announced what's coming in 11.7, and it's looking pretty stacked. Stacked! Updates to time walking and a dates include time walking, tougher delves, tougher delve progression, or tougher delves, mod collection events, boosts to legacy, farming, and more. Yeah, it's just a lot. That's timeways. Tier 2, T2, armor, collection. I said time walking once. Say that again. Good enough. Is it going to make raid mounts easier to drop or just extra pieces of gear from transmog runs? Good question. Good question. I mean, we'll see what more they have to say in the coming weeks, you know? Alright, let me mute that. Y'all don't need to hear everything. Okay, I gotta look at something real quick. Okay, not the way I want it to look still. Better. And out. Look at all those bait tags, Dinar Hardcore only. Oh, was that on there as the optional stuff? Tags actually don't really do much. Yeah, you don't get much from tags. Like it's really like the title that pulls, and of course the thumbnail. There's the link, my dudes. If you want to help out, click the link, upvote, watch the whole thing, play another video after it, and then leave. Spread the word. I will right now. Yay, 11.1 patch. It's announced. And I'll read it all out to you. Boop. All right. Cool. Patch, patch, patch. So now I'm feeling once again, it's like, oh man, so much stuff going on. Shit. But I'm going to try to take my time. Like, it's only now that I'm like getting caught up with like uh, my normal weekly routine. I haven't even done like my normal transmog shit yet. Aren't tags keywords for searches? They're not as effective, actually. They're not super effective for searches. Not as effective um, as the title. Yeah. I know it's weird. YouTube is weird. Seems the new Dell stuff is a little Torghast or roguelike. I think it's just they're adding more, more traps and stuff. But like the way that it seems to work, like I don't know, to be honest. We'll just have to get it into our hands and really see for ourselves. Kind of wish the 0.7 content was the 0.5 and the 0.5 was in the 0.7. I mean, think of it like this, Mage Master. What if the 0.7 stuff just wasn't done? Or it wouldn't have been done yet. So, yeah, it's the order of things. You know, I think people would have, some of the reactions, I think we would hear the same thing, to be perfectly honest. We'd hear different people. It'd come from different people, but we would get the same reactions, I think. Both positive and negative. It'd just be different people saying stuff. Yeah, it seems like there's like some progression happening, but it doesn't. I don't think it's going to feel like bona fide gear progression unless it's similar to not Torghast. Okay, maybe you can call it Torghast progression, but I guess the more, we'll be seeing something like that with horrific visions. Where you have like the talent tree, and you get stronger because you plug points and progression into the talent tree and get stronger. So that could be a thing. Where am I going next? I'm going to Site 9. No, I ain't going there. We're going to Halifal. Going to Halifal. Yeah, when we put it all together, it's like, damn, this is a lot, right? Now, there are folks that are going to be like, well, they should have just released it all at once. I mean, you can't really. That's unfortunately, game dev doesn't work like that. That's wild, though. They're just working on so much stuff at once for the most part. Want more story content and build up. We'll see how this yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'm just kind of like Horde and Alliance shit again, because it's to me what's awkward is we're going to Arathi Highlands to deal with drama or whatever. However, meanwhile, there's a bunch of Horde and Alliance that are sitting on ships at the beach off the off the coast of Dorne, and they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. It's like, did we forget about them? I think we did. Wait, I thought there were 2 things to do here. Yeah, I could have sworn I saw 2 delves in Halifal. Right? No. Okay, there's that one, and I think that one was just like lit up, or it's being obscured by the quest thing. And 11. I think the Horde and Alliance thing is gonna be a rug pull this time. Void shenanigans. We've seen Xal'atath impersonate people with void magic before. I'm not sure what you mean by a rug pull. Whenever people talk about rug pull, they usually talk about it, as a, Blizzard fucked up kind of thing. Alright, what am I doing? I am doing Shadow Totems. Oh, this one. Okay. Wait, how do I do this one again? I think we gotta like kill. Do I need to kill certain dudes? Oh, I remember now. Alright, let me smoke these dudes first. Because I have to do a bouncy thing. Boing, 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 boing. So I keep doing boing, 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 and then it's vulnerable, right? Okay. I think Mob's mid-patch was ending and getting crushed by Garrosh and Divine Bell. That was like, cool, oh shit, what happens next? That part was cool. No, I just, like, Mob was awesome for questing. They haven't gotten back to that, and I think the game is less for it, story-wise. I wonder how today's players would feel about it, though. Yeah, how would they react now over like the time gating of like the quest line, and in the meantime, there's like nothing to do. That was the question was good, but that was the other reality of it. You know, what were we doing? We were getting on every character we could and doing the farm stuff, and that was it, because that's all there was. Yeah. There's no way it's real Horde stuff again. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like just like a squabble, or if it's going to feel like a genuine escalation. Because if I remember, it was that one audio slash, you know, short story comic kind of thing from Alira's POV mostly, where they mention, was it Danath's daughter? I think it was Danath's daughter. She's like, oh, she's starting shit because I don't know why. I forget. But we'll see if Faerun happens to like bridge the gap. I'll take that shoulder transmog. That'll be one of those few times I'll be like, okay, I'll support this for like a day before I let the transmog roulette take over. Alright, 5 Shadow Totem. Oh, I didn't even notice Francina going off. Missed an announcement while I was napping. That's what you get, Grim. Don't nap. Don't nap. No sleep allowed, dude. Do I have a Discord server? Yeah, I do. I think there might be a link in under yeah, what was I gonna say? In like the about for the Twitch channel. Otherwise I can link it too. Yep, no problem. It's been a long couple days. Yeah, how are you feeling now? Because I know you're like You know, you're not 100%. So I hope you're feeling better. Okay, I at least want to try and get a wave scrambler or something for free. I saw Asmongold's reaction to the thing. I mean, honestly, like, is his reaction... Not to say that his reaction is irrelevant because he has a huge following, but I mean, like, who cares what he thinks? You know? As big of a streamer he is he that relevant in the WoW space anymore as an influencer? All right. One more. I mean, now that he like, you know, does politics pretty front and center these days, like, I feel like whatever his take is, it's, you know, it's there to just bait more of that crowd in and get them more entrenched. So. He thinks he's gonna make WoW auto battlery and that Blizzard might allow upgrades for the system through microtransactions for better DPS. Yeah, what the hell is he talking about? I don't care what he has to say. Mental fatigue from stuff from the past week, not sick. Like, oh, okay. Well, maybe it's just catching up, you know? And you're just tired. Well, do what you gotta do, man. If you need to take a break tonight, you know, it'll suck, but hey, that's how it goes, you know? Alright, let me see if there's like anything in here. Oh yeah, I don't think there are curios in here. It's just like this thing. Blech. Yeah, call it toxic or whatever. Like, it just it's a very out of touch take. It doesn't to me it doesn't really feel rooted in anything at all except to try and bait people into, like, you know, strong emotional reactions. Something microtransactions, auto this, you know, and I don't know what else he said. But. Only red I missed since I came back to raiding was done after getting my vasectomy. Thanks for sharing. Mindset of adding add-on stuff to the base game was like, oh, I think it's great. You know, I do think that you know, they talked kind of at length about you know, what they want to do, but people are really focused, you know, people's reactions are focused on they're going to take our add-ons away, when it sounds like that's not what it is at all. It's why I framed the idea and the thumbnail, the title and thumbnail the way that I did. That you know, this isn't like the war against the add-ons that some people are trying to peddle. This is more like therapy, where the game is slowly going to, you know, transform and change and shift in a way that the dependence on add-ons isn't needed, but it's still going to be hard. You just don't need add-ons to do it. So people who are using add-ons anyway, they might find they might notice, oh, these mechanics are like, they feel way more simple or something like that. But eventually, when we're no longer able to use add-ons to track those things, then it's like, oh, okay, shit, I got to figure this out. But the whole point is, they want to be able to figure it out like a, with a human brain, as opposed to having an add-on do it for you. And I'm glad that he was specific at certain points, notably where he was just like, where Ian was just like, okay, whenever you're juggling this mechanic, this mechanic, this mechanic in a few seconds, maybe just extending the time so that people can react and talk and communicate to each other. If we can give people that sort of time, then cool. But then when it's all done, for the most part, when they feel comfortable that they can like slide it out, slide that sort of information out from add-ons being able to see it, then that might work. Maybe. Okay, so I can do my third. So I'll do my third. Do you think they'll have a new legendary in 11.2? If so, what do you think it'll be? It would be cool, MO, to have a shield. I'd love for it to be a shield. They'll never do a shield, sadly. If they ever do a shield, it's only going to be because there's going to be legendaries for everyone, and then they'll have a specific legendary for them. I think that's what they'll end up doing, which is sad. He's not afraid to give hot takes, whether it's for clickbait or how he truly feels. Oh, Asmo? Oh, yeah. I think it's just wrong. Or I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's just wrong. Like, it's a big jump from saying, hey, here's the accessibility option, to paid microtransactions for higher damage or something like that. Obviously, I didn't look and see what he said. This is just what someone else was saying, but yeah. Because allowing you to track your class information better is good. The fact that a mythic boss like Styx or Echo requires recourse because it's too many things at once for an average human brain is bad. Yeah, so they tried to make it really clear that informational add-ons, they're not going to be touched. So things like DVM telling us, hey, the thing's happening, that stuff is still okay, or, just stuff that's telling us when things are happening. Like, that's not going to change. It's more when things get, especially at the mythic raid level, when they get really complex and stuff, that you need an add-on for it. That's what they're going to curb. First by changing the encounter design, and then disabling some of that functionality. So for the most part, I don't think, like at a heroic level, I don't think anything's going to change for us. Mythic plus level, those changes are different. It sounds like they're just trying to make it so that UI wise and UI animation, that's going to change to make Mythic plus stuff more visible. And then they were talking about buff tracking and things like that too. So I think those are cool. Was there a Q&A today? No, there was an interview yesterday though. I covered that in a video, but no Q&A. It was just an announcement for 11.1.7. Yay. Okay, so I'll do that as my third, because I don't want to do excavation site blah. No. How far a nerf to WeakAura will it be? Proc notifications are already in WoW, but WeakAura just lets players control where it's shown and how it looks. That's not going to get touched at all, Winky. That's fine. It's more like it's the ones where, like, we don't see it at our level. It's really mythic raids where you'll see that stuff. So I guess I'll try to use Muggsy as an example. Yeah, Muggsy might be an okay example where You know, the people who are assigned the circles for the prisons, like, it would be something like that where those people are directed where to go. Like you put down the markers, and then the WeakAura tells those people which marker to go to. But instead of just 2 people, it's like 6 or 7 people, and they all need to go to those specific markers. That's the kind of thing that they want to move away from. Like, if you didn't watch it, well, I think you were watching it with me too, but you know, just in case, rewatch it. It was good. You know, Ian was very talkative about it. So were Dratnos and Mats, but still good. That's why it was 46 minutes long. I was expecting 1117 quest to lead more into 11.2, but I'm cool with lore building side quest stuff. Yeah, I guess that's one of the things too. Like, I'm going to guess and say that the Legacy of Aerothor stuff is not going to be what leads us directly in. But there might be some stuff later that we're not going to see. They're just going to release a new quest line and just drop something. Boom! Here's the lead-in. Maybe. Okay, so I think I'll need to use my... Do I have a wave thing? I do have 2. I still have 2. Nice. Like a freebie. Almost. So this is the one where I lure dudes. Yes. Okay, so let me see if I get lucky. Let me loot some more of these things in case I happen to get lucky. Scatter will be removed as well. Okay, they're putting in their own damage meters. See, what sucks for the WoW team is that when they want to do updates to their UI, they have to wait for a whole last patch to do it. It's not like, hey, here's the feedback, and then you know, the add-on maker just, you know, put something in, you know, when they have the time, of course. Blizzard can't do that, so it kind of, that part kind of sucks. It would be cool if there was a way for Blizzard to do things like hot fixes and stuff to put those in, but it doesn't sound like that's ever going to be a thing. They're not going to make an exception for something like that. Stomp. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, when they were talking about that, they were talking at a really high level, so I don't think they really had anything specific to say about that. Oh, I disable it. I don't just, I thought I moved them. Oh, that's even easier. Bloop. Like a band-aid. Boop. If the damage meter doesn't let me customize it to look like recounts, it'll be a failure. Just keep using add-ons. That's it. You know? Use the base UI stuff or what you like, and just keep using add-ons. Yeah, quit tripping. Y'all are talking like they're going to disable details or scatter or whatever. They didn't say anything like that. So relax. It's kind of like the reactions to the cooldown manager. You know, it sucks. Let's not kid around, because Oinky will think that I'm being a little bootlicker or whatever. You know, it sucks. It's not good. But they also said, like, you know, they're gonna keep working on it, or they're gonna keep working at it. It's the first iteration. This is something that's going to be like worked on and evolved over time, and unfortunately, they just can't work at the speed. They can't work at the kind of schedule that they can, like unlike an independent creator can. Did I? No, no. There's one more. Ah. Oh, I missed. No. Woo. They'll be able to hotfix things because it should basically be an add-on that's not just access to that folder. I'd like to agree. You know, and it's not like we haven't seen hotfixes for like, you know, actual repairs that they want to do, things that are like busted or whatnot. But I think that because of the way their production is, they can't just work on it full time, you know. But that's why add-ons exist. So you can have, you know, if you want other people to use it and you like it more, just keep using it. Yeah, they're not taking it away. No, I think that's an important takeaway. That people are forgetting about. You know, some people are being blinded by the whole, oh, they're taking their add-ons away or something like that. And they're not. Did I? Oh, I totally missed some shit, dude. Jeez. They're like way back there, too. This far back? Sheesh. All right. Now for the other stupid stuff. In fact, you mentioned he wanted to add details into the base UI and making it server side so you see all numbers, even those who might be out of your range of your character and ability to scan. Oh, I must have missed that part. That part's cool. I wonder if that would cause like latency shit to happen. Oh god. Way too many guys. I'm being a dumb butt. Come on, internal transmog roulette option. What's something that I wish they would have addressed in this patch? Transmog costs? That would have been awesome. That would have been very awesome. But being able to collect legacy stuff a little bit more easily. Yeah, I'll be very interested to see how that actually works out. How much will their meter recall back to? I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like the add-ons are doing like Hackerman shit and pulling stuff out that Blizzard otherwise doesn't let you see. You know, the advanced combat log, that's a, you know, it's a Blizzard thing, and you know, it's up to them if they want to include that in, because it's already there. I think it's going to be just like anything else. Like, you know, for folks that just want, you know, fairly basic tracking, cool. And then for folks who want more advanced tracking, then keep using your add-ons. This isn't. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's anything that crazy. Takeaway is if 80% of your customers are using the same external feature, maybe it's time to look at making that feature part of the game so people stop using someone else's product. Yeah, I want to hear more. Like, is it an event? You know, is it a FOMO thing? Is it going to end? Is it going to, yeah. Is it a permanent buff? Come on, everything. Actually, come on, Bran. There we go. Yeah. Nice. I think the thinking is that to disable the add-ons, it means they don't have to send that data to the game. So instead of sending that 20 packets, just analyzing one piece of data on the server. I don't think it's less disabling add-ons. It's just it's more like them not showing certain information anymore. And it's probably got something to do with, I'm just guessing here, when people are targeted and assigned something. Like that seems to be like the biggest thing that, you know, people will program recores for. Assignments. I don't think anything else has been problematic, right? Has Nightfall been fixed? I have, well, I didn't do it. I only did it Tuesday, but... Or is that just a meme now? Are we just going to keep asking that? Even after it is like... Even after it's been fixed for weeks, are we just going to keep saying it to say it? But as far as I know, it's been working. Like the most egregious stuff, I believe, was fixed over the weekend. And then it was like still some like UI related stuff, but as of now, I think it's all right now. But yeah, if anyone else can chime in who's been doing it recently.
Oh, it's good to see you again. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
There'll be add-ons to alter the visual appearance of the dam. Yeah, like there will always be add-ons. I don't think I understand the coming patch makes any sense. Are we dealing with some of the fallout from the temporary King of Stormwind's crusade against the Forsaken and Horde, whom they thought were responsible for were about to so last and was crap? I have a feeling it might be just new conflicts because time has passed. Right? And I still didn't do the browse. Good console. Can I click from here? No. No, I think it might be like some sort of like smoldering or brewing conflict that's trying to be drummed up, and Farron and Danath are going to try to put an end to it. Like it's not them, it's yeah, I guess it's Maghar and Danath's daughter, right? All right, now let's play the game. The timeline thing, that's interesting. That's going to be kind of neat. but I'm also gonna be like, I'm never gonna use it. I can't let myself use it. So I hope that there are good ways for us to see the dungeon journal selectively. I don't want to be able, I don't want to spoil myself. I don't want to see everything at once and all that. So maybe there could be like a toggle, like I want to see everything, or just show me the basics, something like that. There aren't many people out there, but they're out there. I'm one of them. It wasn't fixed over the weekend. Which combat utility macro thing am I using? I'm using the Pocket Factory and the Pacifist Rig. Oh wait, I didn't use the bounty thing. Oh no, you suck, Soul. Fuck. Can I use it now? Yeah, can I use it now? Alright, come on, baby. Oh, did it reset? Yeah, I think it resets. That's fine. Ah. Oh, I was IP walking. I wasn't sure if I can use it during the boss fight. I think I might have been able to. Come on. Hooty up, hooty up. Better be the alliance starting shit this time. To be honest, every other time of recent it's been horde aggression. We need alliance people to start crap. We'll see. Maghar can be pretty hardcore, so. Alright, and then actually use the bounty. Boom. And let's try again. With feeling this time. A lot of new bosses have more clearly defined visual and especially audio cues, so there are a few people in the raids which you can solely listen to the boss's dialogue and they'll telegraph what they're charging up to do. I mean, it's important too that from, you know, when they mentioned, oh, something audio cues, I'm like, ooh, that's great for the people who have ears. You know, and I'm sure they're conscious of that too, that, you know, that was just an interview. But seeing more visual audio cues, big glows, different cast bars, there are a lot, like from what he said, there are different knobs that the team can, you know, that the team can turn in an effort to, you know, make things more visible for players. Alright, dynamic one button rotation is going to be especially for a tanker. I mean, I'm sure they're only gonna see like attack stuff and not like defensives. I can't see that. I can't see defenses being used at all, outside of active mitigation. You know, or for a Death Knight, oh, you got a whole shitload of runic power. Okay, let's have this thing queue up some death strikes or whatever. But it's probably not going to go that far. I mean, threat's a big deal, right? Especially with increased GCD, will someone die if the button is hard strike over death strike and it was too late to update? Kind of sucks that death strike is on the global, though, you know? Oh, imagine if it wasn't, though. That'd be pretty busted. Venture Co. Seal. Nope. Hero helmet. Woo woo. Okay, this was a lot of stuff that I got hooked up with though. So how many jilted do I have now? 74. 74. So I need one more. One more guild and I was 75. Cute. Well, I guess, you know, I could do I actually can do an upgrade, but I don't have a spark for it. So I guess I could just apply upgrades to some of my other hero gear. Y'all. Because I guess those would be the next things for me to do. Take the gloves and the shoulders. Take those to 665. Excuse me. And then the next thing that I craft is going to be either a cloak or a shield. Because I'm running out of shit. Yeah. Let's go. Unless I need to, I only death strike when I'm at 4 or 3 usable death strikes. I'm just wondering how it'll look in the on the PTR. So no doubt, like I think everyone should super check it out and see how it feels for their class. Alright, what other? Any other news stuff? Shouldn't be. There we go. Unless they're gonna announce the patch in a bit. Or do downloads for the patch in a bit. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. So let's close this guy and just see if we can update it. Oh my god, I'm not running. Come on. Yeah, it takes 30 seconds. Oh, okay, so it's probably nothing. I mean, it's a gig, so it's okay. It's not that small. Something tells me it's not playable yet. Just a guess. Because otherwise, I think we would. Okay, is Wildhead data mining stuff? They should be already. Yeah, they are. Oh shit! Damn, it already is working. Let's go. Let's check this thing out. Damn, I'm gonna have a long day today. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, what else is Wildhead saying? Nothing. Okay, so Where's my button? Where's my assisted highlights? Says the highlight will only suggest visible spells. Okay, so let's see what it. Let's hit up a target dummy. Am I gonna TLD the interview in a video? I already did. Dang. Yeah, I posted something yesterday. Yeah, it's a very long video too, but there is lots of good context that Ian uses with his words. So it's helpful if you have the time. So whatever. Like I say, check it out. I would honestly put one spell from on your class, put like a random teleport spell. Let's see if it'll try to cast that. Alright, so... Okay, so suggesting Hammer of Wrath. Smart. Consecration because it's not down. Avenger Shield. Again. And nothing. Oh, let me auto attack. That'll help. So there's that. And then that, and then that, and nothing. That's so no judgment, huh? Judgment, no big deal. No big deal. Whatever. Here, let me make this like let me make this visible for folks. So oh no, I'm gonna regret this. Okay, that's too big. Let's go with... Nope, still too big. Never mind. Oh, well, even... Okay, that's a different... Okay, that's different. Okay, so not that. That one. So... Pretty limited on that, at least. But this is as a tank, right? Put one bar of nothing but Hearthstone. I'm not gonna QA this thing. I just want to do some practical tests and all that. Because well, there are things that I'm kind of interested in looking at. Like I want to see how it looks on low level characters, you know. Then they also say they were taking stuff from theory crafters for the optimal rotation stuff for the auto stuff. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they should because theory crafters change their minds or they recalculate or there are patches, things that retune it and all that stuff. I think ideally what Blizzard would like to do is to not have to worry about that too much. They're probably not going to change gear or simplify how impactful gear is because it's going to make we have to go back and work up the cooldown. I'm not afraid of that. But like the day-to-day rotations of things, they can sometimes change, and I think that's not something that they want to deal with. I don't think. Do I have a two-hander? I have a two-hander. Okay, cool. So let's try this. So I'm swinging. So there's that. Okay. And then again. And again. And again. Good start. Good start. So we got big sword. And then it lights up. And then... So it's not even telling me to use like Hammer of Wrath in this case. Does it change with like spec? This is the highlight. No, it's there. It'll only suggest visible spells. Yeah, I know. I'm not using macros either, so. Let's try to go in here and see if it changes stuff. Boop. So now what do they tell me? Now you'll tell me nothing. Wait. Blessing of freedom. Wait, what? So if I do wake, and then the hammer lights up. So there are things that already light up, but it's not, you know, really giving me like many suggestions at all. Okay, let's try the one button thing. Let's see how that goes. Because I think that might just be like a, here we go, single button assistance. So let's try. Ooh, I'm dragging it over buttons and now everything is lighting up. Oh shit. Okay, what did I just do actually? Did I do anything weird with that? Because oh shit. So I think I fucked that up. Let's try this again. Okay, so now it's not doing weird shit. Maybe because I'm not in combat anymore. Alright. The single button assistant will suggest spells for you. Use it like any other spell. Okay. So boom, and then hammer, and then wake, and then that, and then the hammer thing, and then divine toll, then divine storm again because it's procking. Okay. Okay, now it seems to be working a lot better. Like the right things seem to be lighting up. Although I'm like, yo, I ran out of judgment things. I need to reapply judgment. There we go. Yeah, so not like, it's pretty good. It's not like giving me like the super giga optimal button, but I'm here. And thankfully, I have a shitload of haste, so I'm like, you know, global penalty? What global penalty? What are you talking about? Oh, wait, it had me do a single target thing. Oh, that's a sin. Yeah, Divine Storm, Templar's Verdict. Is it cause, oh, maybe it's because it procced or something? No, I don't think it did. So yeah, now I'm like, yeah, getting lots of procs, but it's not, you know, I wanted to use Judgment more, but it's not, but I guess that's like okay too. Because again, this isn't like optimal. It's just doing a decent job. Well, yeah, let's retest this with tanking, because I didn't try the one button as a tank. And for all I know, maybe that target dummy there is just like causing some fuckery. So that could be a bug on its own. Judgment cleaves with a proc, but I'm not using Judgment at all. That's the thing. Like, I was hardly throwing any judgments, and like, doesn't Judgment apply that debuff that makes them take increased holy damage for something like that? And like, let's see, how many buffs does it apply there? It applies like just one. So the fact that I wasn't reapplying it, like, that kind of sucks too, right? But anyway, back to tanky stuff. Okay, so actually, let me do a reload just in case. I think starting from scratch helps. So Avenger Shield, Hammer of Wrath. Okay, shield thing, Consecration. That one. Yeah, it's not really suggesting much. So let me try the one button thing again, and then we'll see if this just performs better. Because the one button might just work better than the assistance thing so far. There we go. Toll, shield slam, judgment. It's not doing too bad. Yeah. So I think this is doing it pretty decently right now. I can feel the less haste. Yeah, but this is pretty good. Okay, so let me try it on a... Let's do some practice. Let's do some real testing. If I can get away. All right. So, are there any, like, elites around? Oh, bees. I think bees are, like, a decent thing to fight. Somewhere around here, right? Or, like, here. Alright. Come on, evil bees. These aren't elites, right? I'm looking for elite bees. Oh, here we go. A rare thing. Let's fight that guy. I'll fight all these guys. Okay, so consecration, shield throw, shield throw, shield throw over judgments. Okay, there's judgments. And divine toll. So the button happened to be on judgment for the pull. All right. It's like the one button gamer. What's the what should their itemization be? Haste. Nothing but haste. Everything haste forever. I'm gonna go back and bring my haste. Get all my haste gear back on. Be at like 40 something percent, something like that. Okay, so let's see how this looks. So the first button that it defaults at is interesting. Like how, okay, if I'm here, first button it wants to use is divine toll, but then I move here and then it turns into consecration. So I wonder what makes it behave like that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, let's see what happens if... Well, okay, let's see if it does like defensives. So I'll grab these guys, and then we'll see if this button here changes into like an oh shit button or whatever. Because it seems to change buttons kind of dynamically when I'm like moving around. So right now it's Avenger Shield, and then maybe when the consecration goes away, then we'll change the consecration or something. I don't know. Yeah, so now it's consecration. But if I'm at low health, then what? Because I don't think it has me. I don't think I've done a Word of Glory, have I? Like, can I do this to bring myself back to life? So there's Avenger Shield, Judgment, Divine Toll, bunch of stuff. And Wrath. So that did not do it. And then what's it gonna... Okay, and let's see how it looks for healers too. Yeah, so not much on the self-heal. That was me healing myself just now. If it's too good, people will feel incentive to just use this and the game becomes worse. If it's too... So, like, I think that's a really weird assertion. Oh, they'll incentivize to you to this and then the game becomes worse. How do we jump to that? You know, how is it... Why is it that people jump to that? The game becomes worse. Okay, so let me try healing. There's a Legion meta achievement? Oh, fuck me. But then I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to touch that thing until the remix. Let's see. Oh, God. I don't even know where it would fall under. Yeah. What do the other meta achievements fall under, like a certain something? I don't know. Well, let's see what else Wowhead has to say. Okay, mounts, recolors. Okay, they didn't show anything else yet. What about here? They do have their own section? Okay, expansion features maybe? Oh, there it is. All right. Ashes to ashes. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. So what did I not do? Broken memories. Aid the people with broken mouths by completing the achievements below. I think that's a meta that's just not done yet. War stories. 2 sides to every tale. Oh, okay, that's clearly not the right one. So did I fuck that up? Okay, so Mecha, yeah, that's not it. So did I finish most everything? So I think it's just so War Stories doesn't need to be there. Expedition Leader, that doesn't belong there. Broken Memories, I don't know what this one is. So it's just Broken Isles stuff. So so we'll wait and see. It's clearly not done. And we'll see if they add more stuff to the meta. And then of course take some stuff out. All right. That's cool though. But I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, I'm not going to do a damn thing. All right, so healing. Let's see how this looks. All right, so I guess I'll start here. So boom. And consecration, and okay, stuff's lighting up, but it's not the one button isn't making any recommendation, but it's the assist is like firing. You know what? I think I need to do a reload just in case, because I think that's been like a little problem that I've been seeing. So let me attempt to kill these. Come on, buddy, hit it harder. Yeah, things are just staying lit up, so I'll need to yeah, I like every time you change spec or whatever, you're gonna have to do a reload just in case. We have people that don't even read their talents, so now they're not even going to read their spells. I think that is objectively bad for the game. I still don't see the connection, how that makes it bad. You know, because for some people, it makes it more playable because they'll be able to press more buttons, even if it's doing it for them. I guess, yeah, like, I'm just not understanding the jump. Like, when does that become bad? Okay, let's try this again. So from the top, Judgment, and then Crusader Strike, Consecration, nothing. So what am I missing? I'm missing, what is this called again? Holy Prism. Holy Prism, no Holy Shock. And other shit's just lighten up, like stuns and Blessing of Freedom and Lay on Hands. Panic! Ah! Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna try this on lower level characters now. Let's I want to get that question answered for myself. Well, it's not just healing DPS, but it could be that, yeah. So it's like, hey, you want to do stuff, go ahead and hit those things. Otherwise, focus. It's just weird because I'm seeing everything like light up all crazy and shit. Just collected. I've been working on pass work and raise stuff while I wait for more progress on Shall Not Pass. Alright, so what's a lobby I got? Here we go, level 10. Let's do it. Your time running event has ended. Oh, is this a remix, dude? Oh, whatever. Okay, so let me climb. Wait, what's that? Oh, reflection. Okay, I gotta climb my way. No, I can't even get there, can I? Yeah, I can. Okay. That's right. Level 10s can fly too. Okay, so P for button. Single button assistant. Level 10. Put stuff on the bars. Stuff on the bars. Everything on the bars. That's it. I already have everything on the bars. Okie dokie. Okay, not this. So let me yeah, there is nothing for me to hit except for Frostbolt. So alright, it works. Oh, what's that one thing? Something press and hold casting. So I wonder if that works with everything. So like it'll work. Okay, so it doesn't work with the press and hold casting thing. Let me double check the normal Frostbolt. Make sure that quick sanity check. Make sure this thing works. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe I have to turn off assisted highlight. Oh, requires level 20. Well, okay. So there's that. And yet, this thing is still working. My guess. Oh, wait. This has a 0.3 second global cooldown penalty for a caster. Is it because I'm a low level caster or because I'm a caster, period? Let me try a not so low level character. 60. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Any fun things you can catch in the in-game calendar? Oh, let's take a look. Just like someone casual thinking too many mechanics is bad for the game, I just think the opposite. Too much ignorance and automation is bad. All right. Yes, I'll go to Stormwind. So if anything, that tooltip does tell me, okay, yeah, they don't want to give players access to that stuff until like a certain level. So there's that at least. Wait, target dummies are in Old Town, right? Like here? Yeah. No. Yes. Okay. All right. Auto button. Teach me how to whatever. What's my spec? Arms. Robgar, what's up, dude? All right. So that was Reaping Strikes. And now nothing else. Oh, wait. Reload just in case. Because I did a talent thing. So... Boom. Boom. Nothing. Attack. Oh, I'm barehanded. Ah! All right, there we go. There we go. We're in business. We're back. Okay, so it's doing that while that's going on. Overpower, overpower. Oh, on a Lobby. Oh, I totally feel it. I feel the delay. So the delay is what on this guy? 0.3 on this guy as well. So maybe it's slower on. Maybe the 0.2 we saw was just because the particular character that was being shown in that screenshot, they just had high enough haste. So maybe the default penalty, look, it starts higher and then it just goes down with haste, maybe. Honestly, they should unlock no GC locked version of the button if you get keys to. I mean, I'm of the mindset that I don't think we need the penalty, honestly. I think that a player is going to already be like pretty suboptimal with it. I think they added it in just so they can take it away later. You know what I mean? It's like the whole God, the thing we recently had with the cartel chips, where they took stuff away later, and then people got mad. I think in this case, like if they just have this nerf thing in, and then if there's outcry about it, then okay, then they take it out. I have a feeling that some people won't be opposed to it, just so they can keep the casuals down, though. Bet. But it's a cool way to get started, you know? You know, and like eventually I'd want to, you know, when I want to just perform better, cool. Or if I need to perform better, then I'll start like learning using the assist. But if I don't need to be better, if I just solo, if I just do delves and solo content and stuff, this could be it. This could be the game for me. And then it's up to that person to decide like if that's their idea of fun. And not for someone to say, no, this is not fun. That's kind of what I'm getting at, Linky, that we shouldn't be dictating to others that it's fun. If you don't think it's fun, oh, super fair, you know? But I know that you're not going to be the kind of person who's going to use it either. But to tell people what's fun and what's not, nah. It's amazing for Steam Deck. Wow, are you playing on Steam Deck right now? So now all I need to do is like install like one of those keyboard macro buttons that auto press the button for you, and then all I have to do is move around, right? So I'm going around and I'm like going for like the next thing, and then cool. Oh, interesting how I'm doing AoE stuff now. So let me find is there a closer one? Yeah, those are training dummies. I want to find like the AoE one specifically. I thought there was one. Like, is there, like, is that close enough? No, that's not intended to be the AoE one. Damage. Oh, you know, I guess it's because it's the capital. They're not going to be that close. So I guess it's just really these two that I'll have to work with. No, actually these three. This will be the closest thing, so. Yeah, sweeping strikes, Warbreaker, whatever it's called. And then raw. All right. Did I see the new mounts? No, I did not. New mounts. Okay, I'm not going to see them here. I'm on the PTR. Are they on like Wowhead or something? All right, wait. Are you talking about the mounts from on the PTR? Because there's like this stuff. So Celestial Serpent mount. Actually, let me hold this up. Okay. And then there's a chest. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think that's a clever reskin of the surfboard type. Oh, and multiple colors. Ooh, 4 colors. Damn. Cool mounts. Neat. Mecha Dude and Dragon Dude. Cat, whatever. That's cool. Now, show me shields. Any shields out there? I'm sure there are. I'm sure there will. I mean, it's going to be the VFA Tomahawken, so we're bound to see some new stuff. That's cool. I'm looking forward to this. And then what else? MMO Champion's a pretty good place that I like looking at for like icons and strings and other easy to see stuff. So let's see. Okay, Dastardly Duos stuff. Oh, interesting. Changes to Dastardly Duo stuff after it comes out. Okay, the Enterprising damage as a damage zero, complete all seasonal dungeons at 10 or higher within the time limit. Interesting. That's it's a fairly high level achievement for getting. Oh, okay, so you get a thing. So new titles for Mythic Plus. So you have the regular achievements for damage, heal, and DPS, and then you get a title for doing all 3. Lots of encouragement to do to roll multiple characters and do basically Keystone Hero. It's not bad. All right, so lore walking. So we have these 3, but we still don't have an indication of like whether we get something from it. And then here's this console thing. So 17 upgrades. Collect enough Titan discs to fully upgrade the Titan console. But what do we get for it? Rise of the Dawn. So there are some of those mounts that we're talking about. Travel Network? That is... Oh, Shadowland stuff. Nope. Yeah, some of these are old things. Not quite sure what they mean. And I think that was it so far. Cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the calendar stuff. Someone was asking about that. So, oh, I don't have Blizzmeet yet. Jeez. So let's change that. Your fun is obviously dress up in decorations, but I do judge you on how you obtain those decorations. Obviously, you don't care about judgment, but I'll still judge. All right. So, calendar. Wait, I can't move it still. No. All right. Anything sus? So this patch is going to come out in June. Something or other. But yeah, let's take a look. So Turbulent Timeways is guesstimated to start June 17th and end shortly before Season 3 begins. Or the patch, I guess. So we might have an overlap. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there a time kind of recently in the past year or so when we had 2 time walk-ins going on at once? Didn't we have that? I'm not sure. I think I remember that. So Collector's Bounty. So foes in Legacy dungeons and raids find themselves loaded down with extra treasure. Defeat them once more to collect their bountiful rewards. Okay, so you just get more so far. So Greedy Emissary, Stranger Winds Blow, and Treasure Goblins will spawn in those areas we were talking about. So that starts July 1st, ends April. Or, sorry, ends August. Okay. And then anything there? No, this is when Turbulent Timeways begins, right? And then anything else. So this is a double up again, dance party. Yeah, yeah. And then, oh, when did I say it was going to start? August something or other. I always forget. Oh, it was 1 week that we had it. Okay, so my guesstimation was August 12th for season 3. Or I'm sorry, for the patch to drop, and then season 3 would start like afterwards. So here's where. So yeah, Turbulent Timeways will end on the 5th, so we get like I guess 1 week of that, 1 week of nothing going on. Would we get that, or is there a non-zero chance the patch could drop on the 5th? Okay, when was the last Turbulent Timeways? I don't know if it can. I don't know if this goes back that far. Shit. Anyone remember that? Last time we had Turbulent Timeways? Here we go. January 225. And then when did... Oh, gosh. So that was the same day. Okay, so I mean, dates can always change, right? Dates on the calendar can always change. But is there a chance that we might have a patch cycle be a week shorter than normal? Ew. Yeah. A lot of things to speculate for this coming week, or for this coming patch, and how is that going to inform us about season 3? I think we're gonna do this coming weekly as like more or less bullet points, and I'm just gonna try to like just try to just shotgun through everything because there's a lot of little things that we're seeing. Yeah, it tends to be consistent, so I can see this date being shifted. Anything else weird? Okay, Eastern Kingdoms Cup, that's going to be happening at some point. Man, they stagger that stuff really far. And then anything else really far out? No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's it. Sweeping strikes, go! Oh, that was Dragon's Roar, right? And then this thing, and then Blade Storm. No Galley Kill, but at least we have to get Muggsy for shame. We can get him tonight. I think that strat that we talked about on Tuesday with the, at least have the boss like in some corner, I don't care where. And then we just like we make big shifts. So we have to like kind of improvise where we move the boss. We just got to move him like not halfway across the room, but like pretty far, so that way there's plenty of space for me to intercept bombs, for people to catch bombs, and then for those people with the ice shoes to intercept the other two. And then very shortly after that, close group is odds, and they're the ones that are going to be soaking the fire thing too. Evens group is going to be farther, and they just need to make sure they don't get hit. New tools are on the PTR already. Yeah, they're on. They're not working perfectly, but some of them they seem to be fairly competent. Like I'm on a low level warrior right now, level 60 warrior, and I'm able to just like hit the buttons. Check it out, guys. I'm gaming. Ah, exciting. Yeah, so this is cool. I think this is neat. There's a certain enjoyment that I get pressing the button that I want to press and having the ability that I want to have happen. But put me in a class that I don't know, which is all of them, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And it will in fact adapt for single target and multi-target stuff. So if I go to this guy now, it's not going to do like all these things. And from the looks of it, it's going to just for hero talent. So like the team is going to be actively working on this as they go. So it's going to be up to them to stay on top of it for the most part, because with this they're subjecting. Ooh, my bad. They're subjecting themselves to need to constantly update this with each patch, where there might be like fairly significant class changes or ability changes. In the case of War Within and this saga, eventually some of the buttons that we use are going to be taken away, or they're going to be turned into talents or some other shit like that. So yeah, their class team will have to every now and then resubmit like, hey, people who do the rotation stuff, like here's the list, or like here's the priority list and all that. Yeah, for me it's like I'm starting with nothing, so this will give me a good baseline to start with, and then I can start building from there. It doesn't seem like everything's working super correct though, so if I take this off, And I've just put what button's missing from here? Overpower. I'll put overpower back on. Oh, and Bladestorm actually isn't on the bar, or slam, but then it recommended Bladestorm anyway. Oh, hey, so this is cool. Like you can see here, when it'll identify things that are included in the assisted highlight feature thing. So things that aren't part of it, at least for arms, you know, it's not going to do rally, it's not going to do taunt or storm bolts or stuff like that, but it'll do like all these other things. Neat. So no cooldowns, no avatar, but yeah, let's see how this looks now. So do Ren, do the Warbreaker thing, expand the overpowers, do a Bladestorm. Apparently there's a new Campfire General spell that acts like health food. Really? Hmm. Boop, 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 boop. Nothing okay, this is just busted actually. Yeah. That's not going to show me anything. Raw. It's called Recuperate. All right. Recuperate. Okay, maybe I want to take a look at it before I head out. Because, yeah, it's already lunchtime. Yay! That'll be kind of useful, you know, for those of us who, let's say you're in a raid or anything and we wipe, but there's no mage, and so there's no mage food, and people didn't bother doing that little trick to make for themselves mage food, so they're like, oh no, sad song. Oh no. Okay, so what is this button we speak of? I don't see it here, so not in the general thing. But then again, I think it's not showing up right anyway. So the under Paladin, someone said that they saw the name Recuperate. There you go, Recuperate. So take a breather, prepare some food, and have a meal. Okay, that's a cool animation. Hold on. Dude, mage food is dead. Actually, all normal food is dead. That kind of... Okay, so no mana, though. Just health. Oh god, I have infinite mana. Wait, what? I have infinite mana. Why do I have infinite mana? Flashlight, 1500 manas. Oh, is it because I'm holy? I'm holy, you idiot. Alright, so I just want to double check that this is not a... that it doesn't do mana as well. Okay, so I'm Now I'm Eden. Yeah, so 600k a second. So it's pretty fast. Yeah. Boop. And eat up. Oh shit. Help! Assist button. Are we actually slower this tier? Oh, you mean like on our kills? I am not sure. Okay, now eat up again. And no cooldown, huh? This definitely pushes the whole idea that, you know, once upon a time we had to like stop and eat and drink and all that stuff. Like, well, this has nothing to do with mana, so there's that. You know, instead of having to like sit and wait for our health and mana to come back up, now we're just waiting for cooldowns. So it keeps the it keeps our characters like in the fight, otherwise engaged and doing stuff. Unless we're waiting for cooldowns, of course. Do I use the interact key? Yes, I use E for my interact key. But you can use whatever you want, you know? You have it on T? Yeah, for me, T is mounting. T is mount, R is auto run, and you know, we all got our little preferences and stuff. Legion Mega Meta Achievement. Let's go. Yeah, I looked at it and I was like, oh, at least as it is right now, I'm like done, or I'm almost done, because I don't see, aside from this broken memories thing, which isn't fleshed out yet, I have everything else. So at any rate, though, I'm not going to touch, you know, even then, I wouldn't tell anyone to touch it until the remix. So just don't even worry about most of this stuff, at least not at the start. You know, wait until later. Full heart. Depths of visions. Yeah, they're going to do a lot more with this achievement, I'm sure. But for now, I'm going to head out. I'm gonna do lunch, and then I got a lot of stuff to start writing about. I'm probably not gonna do too much. I'm probably gonna be light on the takes, but I'm going to mostly focus on like, hey, it's a lot of information that we learned this week. Let's just go down the list. I'll give a quick blurb, some quip or whatever, and like that'll be it. So for now, off I go. Peace out. You guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you dudes for. No, I'm gonna pass you off. No, I'm not. I'm gonna. We still got drops going. I want to make sure that people get their shit. So let's get y'all hooked up. Where are we going this time? Where are we going this time? Let's find a familiar name. Anybody cool, I should say. Anybody cool. Message line is doing not wow. Okay. What else we got? We got there's Jedith, maybe. Trashes, maybe. Let's see. This is not working out, man. Damn, not seeing nobody. I need more Twitch friends. I need to learn of more people. It's not working out. So I saw someone earlier though, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just go for them. Jack's doing keys. Keys. No one does keys. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Chromie. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. You know, maybe I'll just send you guys off to Wochi again. He'll get a twofer. Alright? Nabbles is almost out to me. He's doing a zone... What is a zone lock challenge? I'll look into that. Alright, for now though, you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys for the next thing. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy. Bye-bye.